Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for May 18th through the 24th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aquarius, what do we got for you? The overall energy for the reading, the Five of Pentacles. We've got a closing off of a situation, a loss of some sort, okay, this is done type of a thing. Okay, in the recent past, the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. You're pretty stressed out and you're trying to figure out a way to come up to the surface from all of that and just kind of start fresh. You know, brand new beginning there, desired. In the current situation, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Death card. While you're learning a lot from this experience that you're kind of undergoing, you're also upset because it is resulting in an ending, which I don't know if you brought on or somebody else did, but you're still upset about it. But again, kind of looking at it from the perspective of, hey, you know, it's teaching me a lot of things. Okay. In the immediate future, the Ten of Cups, the King of Cups, the Ten of Wands. The energy of happiness is showing up, your heart being fully open to just being happy, but at the same time giving me a sense of it's hard to let myself to feel happy. Well, that's not good. We gotta change that for you. But let's see what's going on. Let me do the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Fool. Yeah, a commitment, definitely a bond with someone you're sharing. It's coming to an end and you are fully open to it. 100%, you know, while it was open and running, you were like, I'm in 100%. Well, it's looking like it's coming down to an end here. Let's do the Nine of Swords in the recent past, the Knight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. Okay, so things were starting to kind of fall off balance here within the soul connection. You were still giving, you were still there, but something felt a little off at some point. And that's what created basically the stress that you carried for who knows how long. You know, before you decided, okay, I need to switch things up here a little bit. I need to do something about this. For the Ace of Swords, you get the Star, the Ten of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So I don't know what it is that you started doing, but it made things worse. But I don't think that was your intention. If anything, you ended up in a place of kind of feeling stuck in limbo. I don't know what the fuck to do now. You know? Where any decision you would have made from that place felt difficult and hard. And any choice you would have made in that place, whether you chose to go right, that would have been tough. You chose to go left, that would have been tough. So kind of cornered yourself there a little bit, but again, not intentionally. That wasn't the intention there, to get yourself in a place of that, you know. Let me do the Ace of Pentacles. You get the Six of Swords, the Judgment card, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Ultimately deciding to just step back from all of this. Whether that meant for a little bit or for good, I don't know. But in the moment, I see your energy trying to pull away from all of this because it was too much. It was becoming unbearable. And it's like, you know, I'll work my way up again and I just need to step away from this at this moment in time. Which again, I don't know if that was a permanent choice or a temporary one. I kind of get it as temporary initially. And I think it's turning into a permanent choice. Let me do the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you were just trying to gain a different perspective by giving yourself some distance from it all. And I think you did. For the Page of Pentacles, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Devil. I think you're looking a lot into yourself right now, you know, especially over the course of what happened there, and how your tactics of trying kind of backfired. And I think from what I can see, you're showing me that it was because of you, you know, because of how you approach the situation at times, not all the time, but you're showing me there was some unhealthiness there. There was some maybe playing around, maybe playing some games, maybe, you know, it wasn't like as straightforward as I thought it was. So I don't know if that's the case, and I don't know if your conclusions are matching with what really happened there, but I'm actually kind of glad that you're looking into yourself rather than pointing fingers. I think you might have had, you know, pointed fingers at some point, but right now it's about you and your choices and your actions. And I can see unhealthiness at the other end of that, which is telling me you're looking into the ways in which you contributed to something potentially that turned unhealthy, you know. I'm not seeing that in the past there, but what I'm seeing is you cornering yourself in these energies of feeling stuck. So that in itself is going to be unhealthy. So it's one of those things in which you take accountability here, which feels very healing. And that in itself is placing you in this capacity of looking at things, not just from the perspective of, oh, I'm a saint and they're the devil here, you know. So acknowledging that it takes two to tango here. So if something felt unhealthy in a situation that you were part of, it was probably because parts of that unhealthiness you were bringing to the table. So you're looking into those right now. For the Four of Pentacles, Cups. In the current situation, you get the Ace of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups. You're going through a lot of healing, and especially by looking into those parts of you that are not necessarily pleasant, because we all have them. We just don't like looking into them. But by doing that, you're actually transmuting a lot of that unhealthiness, you know, that you may have felt or that you may have built there. Involuntarily, because, you know, you didn't want to build on that. So you're transmuting that out of the way, and it leaves this very nice light energy that you're stepping into, in which you feel emotionally balanced, you feel happy. You're kind of guilting yourself into not feeling happy then. You're starting now. I saw that in the immediate future, but you're starting now to kind of, you're on a guilt trip. You're like, I do feel that, but should I feel happy? If that's what the experience brings, why not? You know, in 5 minutes you might feel like crap. So why not take advantage while it's there? You know, it's definitely wavy. It runs in waves. Just a minute ago, you were looking into parts of you that, you know, that again, we all carry those parts. Called shadow work, and then once you work a little bit through that, you're kind of like, oh my god, I feel so light and I feel so happy. But why should I feel happy? What's wrong with me? Absolutely nothing. Feel it, you know. For the Death card in the current situation, you get the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. It's actually been forcing you to look into yourself a lot, this whole experience. And while you may not see that clearly right about now, you will. Right now, you're not aware of that it's actually teaching you to love yourself for the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know. So there's a deeper meaning and layer to all of this that you're not yet seeing, but it's fine. You'll see it when it's time. 10 of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Page of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and then you surround yourself with such beautiful energy, because as I said, you're doing a lot of cleansing through this healing. So that's going to open up your heart, you know. Frequency that aligns with that is going to be drawn to you. So I see here a lot of energy around you that matches your heart's frequency. That could be friends, family, whoever's around you there. But it brings a sense of happiness as you proceed, you know. And I see you interacting with that. I don't see you necessarily shutting it down. I do kind of see you being a little hard on yourself there. Being like, oh my God, but it's hard to allow myself to feel that. Why? You've done the work. That's the point of all of this. Well, because, you know, maybe whoever's part of this at the other end of this, they're going through a hard time. Maybe they are, but you did too. You know, you don't have to coincide. You'll wait for them to feel happy in order for you to be happy. That life doesn't work that way. You know, they have their own journey, you have your own. So that means that when you go through crap, they should go through crap too, right? It's not just one-sided, right? So, are they going through crap when you're going through crap? Are you sure about that? I don't know. It just doesn't work that way, and it doesn't really matter at the end of it, because, again, we're on different journeys here. So, guilt-tripping yourself with that. But they could be going through a hard time, and here I am being happy. Okay, so then go through a hard time too. You know, don't allow yourself to be happy, even though that's the real energy at play. Because that makes sense. For the 10 of Wands, in the immediate future, you get the Hangman, the 3 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, you just need to give yourself some time here. And to be honest with what you're feeling and when you're feeling it and how you're feeling it. You know, don't limit yourself. Try not to do that, because just be present with what is in whichever way, shape, or form it wants to come in. And I see you practicing that. It's pretty hard because, again, you're being a little rough on yourself here. Like, I shouldn't feel that. Well, you are. What are you going to do about it? I'm not going to feel it. No, you can't stop it. So, realistically speaking, what are you going to do about it? Stand against that and feel like crap even more? Yay. Yeah. Torture yourself, because that makes sense to none of this. So, no. I see you, again, giving yourself some time, some practice to be present with things as they come, no matter if they come up, down, left, right, making you feel like crap, making you feel happy out of your mind. It's a process. It's called healing. So, after some time of allowing yourself to go through everything, I see everything kind of falling into place and balancing out. And you feeling like, okay, I think I got this now. Yeah, I think you do too. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The King of Swords, the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles. You're your own worst enemy. That's what's standing in the way of all of this process. You know, it's hard enough as it is going through whatever is going on here. It's wavy. It's roller coastery. It's not straight shot this or straight shot that. It's a blend of things. So it's going to get hard. It's going to get confusing. There's no need for you to put yourself down through this process, you know, and be hard on yourself. It's not like, oh, but if I showed up a little more clear, then it's not going to be as wavy. No, it's still going to be as wavy. With 200% clarity. It's supposed to be, you know. You're almost showing up as complaining that you're not a pro at this. You don't have to be. That's the point. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.